Hi everyone, now I'm going to be quick look at some of the hairs that I actually use dyeing salmon flies. Now I'm going to start with the longest one, and the longest hair I would probably use would be goat, especially for dyeing the Scandinavian temple dog style flies. Now goat you can obviously buy in packs, you can buy it, I mean this wee piece here came from a packet from Vineyards. Now you can get the longer hair, depending on the pack, just look in when you're buying it in the packet what the hair's like. Another way of buying it is to buy a full size rug. That's how I've bought a lot over the years. Not mainly just so I can get the colours I want. I'll buy a white, and so for some of the colours like these I'll certainly quite happy to dye a patch like this, especially if I was dyeing commercially. I'd be looking at maybe doing that. But if you're buying just for yourself, yes, I say you're looking for a piece hair length, maybe on average, I mean, you're looking for a long as well as a kind of, well, the shortest I would say here is around about 4 inches, 5 inches at the most, and that will cover most of the flies. But a thing to look out for when you're buying goat is not the thickest hair you're looking for, it's the finest hair. And like this is really fine. Fine hair is really soft, and that's the type of hair I prefer. It blends and swims really well. It just depends on, I mean, if you can look at a packet or look at the hair before you buy it, or when I was buying a rug, I mean, I was buying it online. I could see it. I could look up close. I could see the hair, and I could probably guess it. I mean, sometimes I hit and miss. Now, a rug would probably cost, depending, between 50 and 150 pounds, depending on the quality. Now, when you buy, especially in buying black will come like this, nice and soft, because it's a rug. It's very easy to use. I'd rather buy black than dye it, to be honest with you. If I'm going to be dyeing, I mean, there's a piece here. This is a long piece. I mean, this is off a rug by the size of it. And I mean, you get a really long hair, very good for like the sunray shadows, very soft fibre. And it just is great in the fly. When you're wanting these colours and you're dyeing, then I bought the white rug, and it's usually, you've got to comb it though. You've got to, this is a dog comb. This is what I use for combing the hair, to see what, I mean, obviously you can see what it's like. This is really good stuff, and because of this, but although it's pure white, you've got to prepare it for dyeing, get a good wash. Because it's the rug, you'll tend to find they'll put something on it to help repel liquids, certainly like wine or something silly, which would turn the colour. It will protect it to a point, so you can wash it out, but that there repellent has to be washed out so you can dye it. So you give it a good wash in fairy liquid, and it should take, I found dye, like goat especially, takes quite well. I mean, there's a piece I've dyed hot orange, and you can see it's lovely and warm, and a wee quick comb and you can see it's nice. I mean, other colours you can see I've dyed here. Obviously dyed pink, red. Fiery brown's a good colour. Fiery brown, to get a fiery brown, I don't know if you can see it there, but there's an orange flash off it. I dye it hot orange first, and then I use the fiery brown dye. Now the dyes I use are from Vineyards. I mean, to get a red, a nice bright red, it sometimes pays to dye it a lighter colour first, like a yellow or even a hot orange, and then add the red dye. And you get a nice light brightness to it if you do that, double dyeing. You've got blue, so that's a teal blue, nice soft piece. Very good for saltwater flies. You've got the kingfisher blue, which is darker, and so on. To get, excuse me, the green highlander, believe it or not, I dye it blue first, and then green or yellow. Maybe chartreuse is a good way of getting it, so if you dye it with a chartreuse dye, this is chartreuse, if you dye that you get this, so you get colours, you get an in-between. So there's lots of ways to get, so if you had, they say that blue, this dark blue, I know I'd get a dark green, so you can dye it yellow and yellow will take you to that green. It's just that's the natural mix if you're mixing colours. Then you just leave it a wee bit longer. Or if you want it more limey or so, again you can add the fluorescent colour to get this colour here. If you add this colour to that, you'll get a really bright green. So you just experiment. Don't do big patches, but write down what you're doing. Obviously a claret, nice dark claret. We've got our sunbursts. We'll get a nice piece here. That's a nice bit of sunburst. Again, get nice warm tips. You can see it there how it catches the light, and just run the comb through it, and you'll see the quality of the hair, how it sits. Fluorescent colours, obviously. This is a wee bit longer. It's got a warm tip. I mean, that length is maybe too long for some of the flies, but see for saltwater flies or pike flies, anything like that. So there's a nice golden olive type colour, which I've just darkened a wee bit. Sometimes I taste a bit I start off with yellow, or maybe just to get the brightness there. I mean, you could easily get from that colour, adding a bit of golden olive to that, and it'll give you a warmer colour. Same with this one here. This was, again, I could add a wee bit of fiery brown just to get a nice warmer. You could add orange. I mean, it's up to yourself. You just experiment a wee bit. Pale olive. Again, another nice colour from the other side, and obviously the yellow. Nice soft hair. Anyway, there we are. That's just basically some of the colours that I would use in some of the flies at a time. You can see it's a right merry mixture. And as I say, you can just take, you don't need necessarily have to throw in a big patch like that. You can easily half it. Just use a Stanley blade down the back, and there we go. And then you can dye away. And these hairs are really nice. So they are very mobile and tie some really nice salmon flies. But that's the longest hair I would probably use in some of the salmon flies that I tie.